You don't need to tell them that.
Well, they know it now. Adam Kay and Umanada Raja, thank you both. Uma's play Black Hole Sign receives its world premiere at the Tron Theatre in Glasgow on Friday and plays there for 2 weeks before a run at the Traverse in Edinburgh in October. And Adam's debut novel, A Particularly Nasty Case, is out now. We don't hesitate to give 3-year-olds a pot of paint or a brush or a musical instrument for them to use their imaginations and experiment. And now children in Scotland are about to get creative with film. Today, a new practical course in film and screen was introduced to the Scottish curriculum from preschool right through secondary school. It's endorsed by stars like James McAvoy and Lauren Lyle, and who knows, it might even produce the next Lynn Ramsay or Danny Boyle. Fee Milligan-Rennie, Head of Education at Screen Scotland, who spearheaded the project, is with me now in the front row studio. A big day. How did you pitch it, Fee?
I knew that we needed it to happen. I understood that it would work, and I have the most supportive boss in the world. And what we've discovered is that 100% of teachers who are engaging with film and screen have reported improvements in behaviour,
on the pilot schemes,
attainment, and 100% of teachers who have talked about literacy have said literacy's improved.
Why introduce it at early years level? These kids are as young as 3.
They are as young as 3 because parents are often... Working in the arts is sometimes seen as not a proper job. I was really fortunate that I didn't grow up in a household like that, but I hear it over and over again. And if you want to get parents on side, you need to catch them in the playground, and they're more likely to be in the playground at nursery than they are anywhere else.
I mean, funnily enough, watching Spider-Man being shot in the streets of Glasgow in the last few weeks, children of all ages were so excited, so engaged. What skills will children learn?
So, on a very fundamental level, the film and screen curriculum is being delivered as an art form. It is about the art of filmmaking, how to construct a narrative, how to tell a story well visually, how you use shot sizes, lighting, all of those sorts of things to make something look visually arresting as well as narratively compelling. And as well as that, it's about learning all the transferable skills, problem solving. We had one school who told us that we don't have fights in the playground anymore because they've learned to collaborate properly. One school said we've adopted quiet on set as the ethos for the school because it just makes everything calmer.
But what kit? I mean, obviously education is strapped, so what kit will schools get? And there's also a lot of controversy about young kids being on their phone.
Absolutely. In terms of kit, if a school has one phone, it can teach the film and screen curriculum. It is not something that requires a huge amount of technical specialist kit. We're leaving space for colleges and universities to pick that up for children and young people, or young people who've decided to move on to that. In terms of what about the, bans on mobile phones and the demand for a reduction in screen time, this is not about creating another generation of passive audience. This is about creating a generation of children and young people who can be more discerning about what they see and be more demanding of what's presented to them and spend more time behind the camera than in front of it.
You've already had a few films made, so give us a sense, give us a flavour of what these children have put together.
Some of the things that we've seen, we saw a reel today of, we had Jeff and the Giant Cheeseburger from Primary 5 children in Stirling. We had an extraordinary film called Cold Feet, just beautiful, from a school for children with additional support needs in Edinburgh. We've had experimental film, drama, documentary.
You talk about kids with extra needs. Tell me how it's impacted them.
So it depends on the child. But what we have discovered, we've been testing the curriculum in a school where there's an additional support needs unit within the school itself. And what we have uncovered is that children in that unit are meeting and exceeding the capacities of their mainstream counterparts over and over again. It's intuitive. Film and screen, if you've been somebody who's been told that you're not perhaps doing so well in your academic subjects, all of a sudden you've gifted somebody something where they go, we love this, we understand this.
And what are teachers saying about the impact on neurodivergent children? So
I had a phone call from a head teacher and he said, John's here at Film and Screen and he's smiling, and I was, that's very nice to know. Why is that important? He said, John doesn't come to school and he's never smiled before. The where a neurodivergent child engages with this and loves it. They're like half of us in the creative industries. We absolutely, many of us are problem solvers or think differently, and we're really, really keen to make sure that everybody understands that whoever you are and whatever your particular skill set, film and screen can be for you should you want it to be.
And what about what's available in the rest of the UK? 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds.
So, there are pockets of screen education everywhere in the world. There is nowhere that's doing it from age 3 to age 18 where it's practical and engaging from the word go. Wales has film in its curriculum, and they start to introduce the art of filmmaking around about age 7, although they have creativity and play in place from age 3. England, who are going through curriculum review at the moment, the same as Scotland is, they have things in secondary school that are about understanding film as text and being able to analyse them.
But this is different. And how are you going to measure the success?
So we've been really fortunate in that the teachers who have taken the risk of going, would you like to, could you do something that we're not going to show you, that's never been done before, that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world, and we want you to do it now, and we know that you did your timetable 6 months ago, and they've said, yes, we will do it. We've had daily evaluations, monthly evaluations, everything. We will continue.
There's soon going to be a Junior Film Festival. Thank you very much, Fee Milligan Rennie. And that's almost a wrap. In tomorrow's review show, Tom and his guests